Okay, yes, so the Professor, Dr. Dolphy Gilpin. We are on Barium tonight, Barium, and here we have it, atomic number 56, an atomic mass of 137.2. Its noble gas or electronic configuration is Xenon 6s2. It's in the fifth period, and it's in the alkaline earth metal group, or group 2, Barium. It's just below strontium here, Sr, and calcium, and then magnesium. Magnesium, calcium, strontium, and then barium. And after barium is radium. What we are looking at, barium there. So let's continue with some reaction with barium. Barium, atomic number 56, most stable barium 137.2. Noble gas configuration or electronic configuration, Xenon 6s2. No food containing barium. We have potatoes, lettuce, onions, beans, nuts, fish, and cereals and grains. Those are food containing barium. And you may also get barium in drinking water, surface water or grown water. And also you could bring in contaminated barium from a contaminated environment. All right, continuing with our introduction to barium, we have this reaction here now, barium reacting with hydrogen. We have two barium plus hydrogen at about 200 degrees centigrade, but that will give you barium hydride. Barium, 2 barium plus H2, 200 degrees centigrade give you 2 BaH, barium hydride. And Ba plus HCl, that's hydrochloric acid now, will give you barium chloride plus hydrogen. We also have compound of barium cyanide. It's a white crystalline sandy-like solid which is used in metallurgy and in electroplating. That's the barium cyanide. And barium cyanide is regulated by OSHA for its as an hazardous substance. Also, is regulated by DOT, Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, IRIS, and NIOSH, NIOSH, as well as ACGIH. So it's because of its hazardous substance, it's regulated by a lot of protective agencies here, like EPA and OSHA, DOT and IRIS. The barium toxicity within 1 to 4 hours of digestion or ingestion, it can cause hyperkalemia, severe hyperkalemia. That means hyperkalemia, it remove the potassium from the body, and not only hyperkalemia but also generalized muscle weakness. Generalized muscle weakness develop. Let's continue with some toxic effect of barium here. So you get hyperkalemia, generalized muscle weakness, after ingesting barium for 1 to 4 hours, and this may progress to paralysis. Paralysis of the limbs and respiratory muscles. Severe hypokalemia induced by barium toxicity can cause ventricular dysarrhythmia. Nausea, it can cause ventricular dysarrhythmia, and natural barium is a mixture of 6 different isotopes. It's a mixture of 6 different stable isotopes. That's natural barium. And one is radioactive, which is the barium 130, and the barium 130. That's the radioactive one, and it's used in contrast, barium contrast, in X-ray studies. So it's technically radioactive. Ingestion of barium by consumption level, beyond the consumption level, may lead to vomiting, diarrhea. That is if you use it as a barium contrast, and somehow you have ingested it, whether not purposefully, nevertheless ingestion, and you consume it beyond the natural level, then you can get vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, shortness of breath, dyspnea, and so on. Muscle weakness. Let's see if we have any more barium here. I know some barium. That's chlorine. So that's about it on the introduction of the properties and reaction of barium. And if you should just do a little revision here. Atomic number 56, atomic number mass at 137.2, and one of the barium, the radioactive one, is most about barium 130. And you have barium using in barium contrast. And that one is, I think, the one that is technically radioactive, barium contrast medium. And we know that if you ingest this, the barium, within 1 to 4 hours, you have hypokalemia, which is a low volume of deficiency in potassium in the body. This can lead to cramps and abdominal malignancies. Diarrhea. Hypokalemia, severe hypokalemia induced by barium toxicity can cause ventricular dysarrhythmia. Paralysis of the limbs and respiratory muscles, severe hypokalemia, and so on. So it's highly toxic. If you get it on the body, it can cause thermal burns. It's chemical burns, but it's treated as a thermal burn. Yeah, it is used as in X-ray studies. Yeah, we do have that already. Barium carbonate is used in rat poison, but it's also used in paints and ceramics and enamels and rubber and in certain plastic. In rodenticide, the amount of the barium carbonate is about 20 to 25%. And the food containing barium is potatoes, lettuce, onions, nuts, beans, fish, and cereals and grains. And the most popular thing here is that the barium reacting with air and water. In a powdered form, you'll get some explosion. Reacting barium powder in the air, you could get explosion. You're forming the barium oxides. But if you react it with water, you get barium oxide and the barium peroxide, B2O2. And if you react it with water, you'll get barium hydroxide. Whether cold or hot, if the water is hot, then you get a more violent reaction. But it will react with cold water. So there we have our introduction to barium, atomic number 56, atomic mass of 137.2. And that's just an introduction.